Hey guys, this is C# tutorial number 4. This is on variables. So I'm going to create a new Windows Forms application called var toot. And I just want to get some feedback from you. This new large cursor that I'm using, do you like that versus the small one? Please let me know so I don't continue using the big one if you don't like it, or the small one if you don't like that. So out on our form, I'm just going to put some things here real quick. So I've got a label. It says var name. It's a variable name. Label that says variable text. Button that says compute. And a label here, you can't see it. It's there. That will display the variable name that the user types in. So I've renamed the names of these to something that makes sense, like for example var name. You can go ahead and do that on your own. So we're going to go to compute. And by the way, the name is the thing that you use to access that piece of, whatever you want to call it, in your code. So variables, the basic types of variables are a string and an int. Int is number, string is character, symbol, number, letter, all those things. So to create a public or global variable, in other words something that is accessible through your whole line of code, you need to do it up here. It's just easier if you do it below the public form. So if we wanted, for example, string test var, the test var is the name of a variable and string is a type. If you create a variable inside a private void, like we have here, that variable is only accessible inside that private void. So for our tutorial, we want it to be a public variable. So we're going to do it up there. And again, sorry if my computer is slow. I'm running the arrow scheme here, so I'm just going to keep it. See what we do. So we need a variable name, and we need string variable text. So when we click the button, we want to set these variables, because these aren't set to anything. They're nothing right now. So how we do that is we do variable name, or whatever your variable is, equals, and then we want it to be the name that the user types in. So var name is what I name that text box, dot text, and then we put a semicolon. So that's how simple it is. It's very simple and easy to set variables. So then we're also going to set the variable text equals var text dot text. Okay, so now those are set. And keep in mind, although we set them in the private void, they are accessible to the whole line of code because the actual variable is public. So what we do next is we display it. So we need the var final, and that's the text box, dot text equals, and with variables, when you're setting them to a text box, for example, you don't need to put quotes around them because otherwise it will be set as plain text. So we want the var final, which is the text of the variable, be var text. Simple as that. And we need var label, which was that label that I told you about, dot text, equals var name. Alright. And we're just going to put dot text here. Forgot about that, sorry, because you need to convert that to text. So we're going to go ahead and show you what this does. So it takes the var name, puts it into the label, takes var text, puts it into here, button, does it all. So let's debug and see if it works. There's my nice little sound that I made. Okay, so var name, that's name, just to be simple. Var text equals the text. Compute name the text. So there we go. We have that. Now I'm going to change this text box to read only to be true. Now this should do, if we debug it, it should allow the user not to be able to change that. So that'll just maybe make it a bit easier. Yes, see, now we cannot change it, but we can still copy. Now one thing that maybe is getting a bit too advanced for this tutorial is I'm going to put in a try and catch. So what this does, really simply, it just looks for errors. So I'm going to put this all down, and you can copy this, and then I'll tell you what it does after. So we're going to put try, left curly bracket, after your stuff, right curly bracket, and then a catch. No semicolon after these try and catch. Left curly bracket, right curly bracket, semicolon. Now what this does, it tries to run this code. If there's an error, it will catch it and do what's in here. Normally, if there were an error, there would be an error message that pops up and says, do you want to continue or quit this application? That's not what you want when you're designing applications, because it does not look professional, doesn't look good. So what this does, it'll just do nothing. Something that you could do if you had a bigger thing or you wanted to just make it better, you could do return, and that would just return what you're doing. So now, for example, if we did not enter any text, it would not really create an error in this program. But now if we just press it, and if it would create one, it wouldn't do anything. So there you go. Variables you can use in message boxes. You can use in basically anything. Variables are very nice because, again, they are variable, and the user can set them, and you don't have to go through and hard code everything into the code. So yeah. So I'd like to hear from you guys again. Do you like this big cursor? Do you have any other suggestions for other videos? And just get the word out if you would for my videos. So thank you guys for watching.